going on, man? What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing?
How's it going, man?
Welcome to the Lucky Ocean Podcast, Clean. How you doing, man?
Hey, thank you. Yeah, I was just letting my dog out and stuff.
Nice.
I just got home. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I was just checking out Fed Watch on the CMEgroup.com.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing what the probabilities are. It's cool because this will be the first time we're going to see a rate cut since everything happened and kicked off like 2 to 3 years ago. So that's going to be pretty cool. Excuse me. But we'll probably, based off of statistics, go a little lower in the short term. I think when they do the very first rate cut, it's pretty high odds. It's like 70% or 60% in the 60s or 70% that you'll go lower over the next 6 months. But overall, in the next 5 years, it should shape out very well. So that's what I've been looking at.
Which is better news than where we're at now.
Yeah. So it's priced in that will at the very least do a cut. And this is going to happen on the 18th of September. So they're definitely going to cut. And it's about a 33% chance that they'll cut by 0.5 and a 67% chance that they'll cut by 0.25.
Nice.
So it's going to happen according to this, and it probably will. There's going to be the Jackson Hole meeting this Friday. So they'll probably say a whole lot about what their expectations are for rates, and that could move the market. So we'll have to see.
Nice, man. How else is your week going?
It's going all right, man. Can't complain. Got a little swimming in, got back into working out. Got a workout in yesterday and the day before. So at least somewhat consistent. I did not get one in today. I hate leg day. I couldn't do it.
Leg day is the worst day.
Yeah, I skip leg day far too often to be proud, but
everybody does, dude.
Hey.
Everybody skips leg day.
I know. I hate it though. I hate that I do it, but man, I just don't want to get out of bed and go to leg day, Like I can get out of bed and look forward to like pumping some iron, but like squatting and doing my lunges and all that lactic acid getting out of there, all that healthy stuff, I can't stand it.
Yeah. No bueno. We don't like that.
The flexibility, who needs it?
Plus, for some odd reason, like I'm always more sore with leg day than arms day. Like upper body.
Yeah. The legs, you really feel it because you're always walking.
Right.
So like, yeah, you always feel it. And at night, if you don't stretch out really well, sometimes you'll get the Charlie horses. Oh, you have to stretch. It's cardinal sin.
Yeah, you have to eat bananas and stretch.
How's your week been, man?
Oh, it's been all right. Busy. This is the busiest week of the year at the store that I'm at. So, that part's kind of interesting. It's like stressful, You kind of wait, as the weeks progress, and you're like, it's coming, and then it's finally here, and it's like you've just been stressing for like 3 or 4 weeks, and you're not really relieved of it until the entire week's done. It just so happens like the coolest part is this is my anniversary this Saturday, and that's the peak of business.
Oh, how many years?
17.
17. Nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man. Yeah, I know you're slightly indifferent, but
let's go.
Either way, like I don't know. I've been thinking about this a lot, and just anybody who can stick to something, for a long period of time, like you have my respect.
Yeah. Well, it's a legally binding contract.
Well, legally schmegally, like you can go and get rid of it whenever you want, right? You could,
yeah, sure.
But yeah, I respect it.
So yeah, but other than that, I mean, it just sucks because my anniversary day is the day. It's the peak day of business, so I have to be there from like 9 to 7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about, I haven't really looked at coins, but dude, opening up this SNEC chart for the first time in a while, it's hitting that low again. Third time hitting that low.
Yeah.
Hitting it right now. It's either a good time to buy or it's gonna break that low, go a little bit lower.
Yeah. I truly believe the real bullish will probably be like 2025, like I said.
it kind of lines up with, statistical data that we would go a little bit lower in the immediate term, especially if we're lowering rates. And usually we only lower the rates because we're in an emergency situation. So it would make sense that, our bull run would probably come in like half a year to a year.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks because we're still waiting.
It's lame. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It always feels like, oh yeah, it's just like 6 months, like just like a year, like maybe 2 at max, and then like 2 years go by, and you're like, all right, well, maybe like 1 more year, maybe just like 2 more years.
Yeah. I'm hoping. I mean, I feel like we've been in this range for like ever. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. Like
And
Bitcoin's breakout wasn't even like a strong breakout to where you could say like that was fantastic. Like it broke past its high of 69, I think, and went to 74.
74, yeah.
So it was like cool, right? But no other coins really did that, and it didn't do it strong enough.
And the only thing that comes close is Solana, right?
Solana and ETH.
Solana went from $8 to what is it now?
Let's see, Solana. Let me go to dark mode for y'all. So it peaked at 200 this time around, but I think its overall peak was 250.
Yeah, so right now it's gone from $8 to 141. That's quite a jump. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Meanwhile, we're chilling at 33.
It looks like it's going to be a waiting game for all these coins right now too, but it would be nicer if Cardano's chart looked like this.
Yes.
I'm willing to wait if our chart looks a little bit better. I mean,
Yep.
I'm going to have to wait regardless, but
we went up to like what, 74 cents, 72 cents, something like that.
Yeah, we went up to 80 at one point, but
Yeah.
bro, we're knocked out of the top 10. It's a little frustrating.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
8% on the day though, 6.5%. Can't complain. We're trending upwards for what it's worth.
Excellent. I was hoping like we would stay at 33 because I was gonna put some more in there, like real quick. I got an extra like $120 that I'm not doing anything with, and so I was just like, well, if I could just do that, get an extra like 300 ADA,
Yeah, I think
that
the like change of mind is that maybe we should treat Cardano as a play, like half of it a play, half of it long term.
Yeah.
So like if you were to buy it here going from 36, 33, whatever to $1, you $3 extra money, whatever that was, that's a safe return. It'll probably go to $1 at some point. I don't know, take your money out and then maybe leave like the other half in for that just in case scenario.
Yeah.
Because I think if all crypto starts doing well, there's no way Cardano won't. So we just have to kind of wait for that moment. And if Cardano could go to $5, I don't care if that takes 3, 4, 5 years.
Right.
That's fine. What's up, Wiley? What's going on,
Wiley?
Hey.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, just been on crypto, Twitter a little bit, kind of hanging out. I'm not really into like meme coins necessarily. If I had to go with one, it'd still be Snack,
Yeah.
But I think what they have, Rare Evo event, which people went to out in Vegas.
Did they drop a coin for the event?
I don't think so. No.
That would have been fun.
No fun.
No fun. It wasn't.
No fun
Was Rare Evo fun?
I don't know. I didn't get to go. Obviously, people gotta meet each other and do meetups and like hang out and chill. But as far as I know, it's just like when people go to like the NFT convention out in Vegas.
So the Ada Gods minted.
Ada Gods did. They did actually mint.
You grab any?
I did actually.
Is that your new PFP on your?
Yeah.
Okay. On your Discord.
So if you.
So when did these mint?
It was like almost a week ago. So last Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do well? Did you flip any?
Not really. I didn't flip a whole lot. Like I got all the way up to I think 68, and right now I'm at 52.
You have that many?
Yeah, I have 52.
And how much they mint for? 30?
No, it's 25.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So you could sell probably some rares and get yourself in a
Yeah,
decent profit.
I have some pretty nice ones, actually.
So what do you think? Why do you hold so many? Just as a play, or do you actually think
I
they're going to do
thought,
something?
yeah, I thought it would be a pretty decent play because people would look at them and be like, "Oh, these look really nice" or whatever. But then it was just kind of like, well, who knows?
Now that
I don't
it's been about a week though, and they're still the same price, what do you think? You think you should dump, get your money back, move
Yeah, I don't
on,
know.
or I mean,
See,
at the
'cause there's-
very least, I would sell some of the rares. Try to get, they're
yeah,
just pictures at the end of the day, especially if they're not going to do anything.
correct window. I want to keep one that looks nice. I like my PFP.
Yeah, you got like 50 something though. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
got
keep the
50,
bag.
52.
Trying to keep
I have one on sale right now, actually,
which one?
which is pretty decent. If you look up 2089.
20. Ooh, this one looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sell one of these. Hell yeah, this guy looks sick.
298. Yeah.
Scar in his mouth. He blends in a lot, but I don't know. There's something about it. I like it.
Yeah. And then another one. Hell, you can just click on my name. So I have those two on sale or whatever. That one just like gives me a headache in a little bit. So I did it for the meme, 69.
Romp all y'all life.
If you look at like my collection of it, like I have some pretty mad decent ones, which are pretty good.
It's got the beard and the spiky hair. What's the most rare? The tux? No, the spikes.
Yep. It's not too bad, but they're gonna have some announcements. I know there's gonna be mining involved and things like that. But if you look like the other ones in the profile that I have, you should just be like Ada Gods or whatever. You should be able to type it in. Pixel. Those guys were hilarious.
Damn, you went hard on the
type it up in the search. Right there. Just go Ada Gods. There you go. So I got a glow eyes,
Not
some
bad.
ones that look aesthetically pleasing. I like
This looks like a streamer I know. Not Dr. Disrespect, but
which one?
I just can't think of his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, niche streamer. I can't think of his name.
So they don't look too bad, to be honest.
This looks like a Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
With the mullet.
Dude's about to steal your girl and your hubcaps.
He's gonna help my dog off the porch.
But yeah, they look good. Like I like them a lot. I have some pretty decently rare ones. So
yeah, you did go pretty heavy in these. Did you mint them all?
No, I didn't mint them all. I could only mint 25.
Okay.
So
not bad.
And then I bought some secondary for like 18.
Damn, Dirtbirds are climbing. 725 for a Dirtbird now. That's good, right? I don't remember them being that high.
Yeah.
I remember them being like maybe 400, 300.
They had an announcement this last week. I don't know what it was. I didn't follow.
Check out their Discord.
But
Dirtbirds announcements.
At the end of the day, they're all just pictures, right? Just kind of like, I'm kind of waiting to see what they.
Well, they're all pictures, but what I meant by that is like if they don't do nothing, they're definitely just all pictures. But these at least offer something. Like even if the staking is like 5 cents a day, like it does offer that for what it's worth. It's more than 5 cents a day, but it feels like that.
And so like, that like begs the question. It's kind of like, well, if I have 52 of these things, right, and I'm a pretty decent top like 20 holder or whatever.
Watch the adventure trailer.
Yeah,
is that on
yeah.
Twitter?
We should watch that.
Maybe I can. I was about to share the Discord, but if it's in the Discord,
and Wiley's got a nice little drape.
Adventure launch. Okay, cool. I found it.
Which these guys are constantly moving. You know what I mean? They're doing something.
Oh, is this a slideshow? Okay. About this brief, the purpose of the presentation is to introduce adventures.
Oh.
Okay, creates the
Contents
future.
of the presentation confidential. Okay, so now it's released publicly though. So
Yeah, right. Like I clicked on a link. There's no way it's confidential.
Okay. Okay.
At Derpers, we're building the universe. It's fun, engaging, rewarding. All right. What is adventures? Often before we begin playing adventures, break out the cycle, start, plan, build, launch, repeat. We need a platform. Okay. Increasing deliverables fun, decreasing cost, put simply. I want to know the details, but I'll take it at face value. Because it's saying that they're decreasing cost and all this other stuff. I would just kind of like to know how.
Gotcha.
Much of our past roadmap could have been content developed with platform, incubator, hatchery, achievement system. Could have been built with platform. Okay, so it sounds like they're going to be a utility for other future projects. Early days for platform, adventures, as well as other parts of the Derp ecosystem overhauling, such as trait collections, achievements, outpost features. Platform has already been built in a way it can support NFTs or any kind of digital asset from any collection on any chain. Nice. And with that out of the way, introducing adventures. Okay, so they're going to have questing, crafting, customization, fame. Sounds awfully close to frame. I'm just joking. It does seem a little bit like that, though. Well, we'll see. Players will manage action slots and characters to work through narrated story-driven campaigns, scout the far reaches of Derptonia to collect crafting materials, or spend time in the lab researching. Okay. How much quest content is there at launch? Average players fully customizing their character through questing and crafting on their own should roughly take 3 months. And now for their first time ever, platform ensures there's always something to do. And they have stuff coming down the pipeline. Cool. MVP launch is accessible for all holders, and okay. This is nice. This helps out the Derp Apes a lot because they didn't really have a whole lot
To do.
before. Yeah, they only had the staking. So each quest has a set number of primary and support. Okay, so there'll be support characters, so it'll still keep the primary on derps and preds. That's nice. Campaigns can be progressed through even if players failed the previous quest. Research doesn't utilize characters, so you can do your runs while researching. About crafting, innovative fun, honesty addicting, AF. With our innovative mint solution, players can craft instantly and skip wallet signatures. Over 80 new traits with more than 225 variants are released at launch.
Okay.
So you'll collect the traits. Okay, collecting. More than just crafting new traits. Made it possible to apply the same crafting as MVP. Token migration / upgrades. Each new NFT mint upgrade to outposts. Okay, so outposts will get an upgrade too, which is nice because they haven't really been moving too much.
Yeah.
Or really anything that requires an interactive and fun creative process with the option to be fully on-chain, off-chain, or mix. About customization with purpose or fun meets utility or goal. Making them feel new. It needed evoke a sense of progression for holders where they could see their status within Derptonia improving, no matter how many they held. Protect base traits. Collectors value the original rare base traits. Of course, got to protect those. New ways to customize are normally not easily feasible, allowing collectors to radically change their characters. Their solution, protect base traits. The power score benefit that comes from equipping gear is partially based on the character's base rarity. Okay, so that should always retain their value then. I was wondering how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
To determine how much power score they receive for an equipped trait. Okay. Unique cosmetic options that are tied exclusively to base traits will be used sparingly at launch, but will gain additional utilization in the future. Equipping gear increases power score. Power score is what determines how effective a character is at completing content. Okay, so when you send him off to do like a mission, he'll have a higher % chance of winning. Power score also determines how much a character earns from passive staking and fortifying outposts. Okay. After launch, activities that are gated by or enhanced by specific gear traits. All right. Multi-slot traits utilize multiple attribute slots, allowing characters to look radically different. Dynamic illustration layers give artists full control to follow or break traditional rules. New traits can be equipped as gear or cosmetics. Gear also increases, like we said before, the power score and the changes the appearance. Cosmetics only change appearance. Okay, and you'll be able to see the power score change that will take effect if they were to commit it. So you don't have to commit, go back, commit, go back.
Right.
Platform allows derp artists more control with way less effort. Using platform, derp artists can upload their own trait sketches, set rules for conflicts and stacking orders, create multi-trait slots, or even generate randomized test assets to view the results.
Hold on, I let my dumb dog in.
Yeah. No, I'm interested. I'm thinking about this, though. The derp artists can upload their own trait sketches. So is this only for derps? Maybe at first it'll only be for derps. I just feel like they could make a lot of money offering this to other projects. That's what I thought it was at first, but I think this is actually only a derp thing. Now, derp artists, I don't know if these are just like people who own a derp that are artists. They can make like their own sketches, or if this has to be, you know, like Cosmo or something, somebody like that. That's interesting.
Imagine they just have people in the community that are like artists.
Is that what they said?
No, I would imagine.
I think so. I just don't know.
And then they can run their traits through, and community might vote on them or something.
Having your own traits being drawn by you as an artist would be really sick.
Yeah.
Fame. He's so famous. He's such a big deal. Players earn fame for participating in seasonal content, like the campaign, scouting, and research. Players can convert their fame to power score at the end of each season. Okay, when a season ends, its leaderboard locks, forever cementing player rankings. Special stuff will be awarded to everyone earning fame, but the most famous players will receive particularly juicy stuff. Because who doesn't want to be famous? Lifestyle for the rich and famous.
Completed.
Dude, I've been going through a heavy punk rock phase again.
Okay.
It's not a phase. But yeah.
Not a phase, Dad.
I made a whole playlist for like the last 2 weeks. It's been playing.
Yeah.
Fame ensures that all players are able to improve their capabilities within the ecosystem. By allowing players to convert fame to power, we're ensuring that all players, regardless of holdings, are able to improve their status within Derptonia. Our primary goal is to reward participation without alienating newcomers. We're extremely proud of the care and attention we built into calibrating fair game mechanics. In Derptonia, 2 + 2 = 5. Adventures sit at the center, integrating with Derp, the Derp marketplace, achievements, yada yada. Like any thriving, each piece plays a vital role. At launch, characters fortifying outposts receive a power score benefit. Yep. Shortly after the storage annex comes online, this existing structure allows players to generate crafting materials that can be claimed and used for crafting. This sounds a little bit like those frames. This structure will actually, I don't know if frames got you the materials, but this structure will be repurposed for other seasonal content as adventures continue evolving. And of course, 30% of all ADA earned through adventures will flow back into the outpost rewards. Derp and Derp dollars have uses in adventures at launch. Crafting timers will delay the availability of newly crafted traits. The rarer the trait, the longer the user has to wait. However, timers can be bypassed with Derp dollars. That in-game currency, baby. Customizing characters is the only forced on-chain interaction in adventures at launch. It's forced because customizing updates the character's NFT metadata. It's forced because customizing updates the character's NFT metadata. Gotcha. A small derp fee will be required when customizing characters. And as future adventures unfold, additional utilities for the dollars and derp will be unlocked. Stack while you can. Trait collecting. We've taken careful consideration not to dilute the significance of the base traits. Crafted traits are treated independently from base traits in the context of the trait collecting system. This means special trait collecting milestones like the 126 Club will preserve their special trait status. Yeah, that is a lot. I feel you, though. I'm following you. I like these giant, bold words. We really want to focus to remain on Season 1 launch date, deliverables, but we know how many are eager to know what the future holds. Here's some more stuff currently in progress for adventures. 2 major content layers. More content for derplings and derp apes. That's nice.
Okay.
Fame leagues. Cooperative content. Okay. Little co-op. Major community adventure activities. So what was that project? I don't know if it was with otters, or with frogs, but they would incorporate like hidden messages and stuff within another community. I think they did it with Jelly Cubes last before they eventually just like quit.
Yeah.
And fully left. You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
Yeah. It sounds like maybe they do something kind of cool like that, like major community adventures. I don't know. That would be cool to see. Adventures when? Depending on when you read this, the launch date may already be announced. Please check X and Discord. Huh. So when did this come out?
Last week.
So we can check Discord. Or actually, yeah, Discord's going to be easier. I already got it open. Let's see.
Or maybe earlier this week. I keep on forgetting. I keep on thinking today is like Monday or some shit. Yeah, it comes out in 5 days.
Nice. So let's see where the drapes at.
Well, so you got more stuff to do with this.
Yeah, they're gonna continue to make more. Need see trailer.
Yeah, you need to watch the trailer.
Oh, okay. I didn't see a trailer. Oh, wait.
How's work? Like, you were contemplating getting another job?
I'm talking to them about working more there.
More there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to do something like valet on the weekends, but then if they need me for an event on the weekday, I'll do that too, because it's like 12-hour shifts. So I'll only need to pick up like 1 or 2 extra.
Yeah.
So, let me check Twitter. I'm not seeing the trailer, homie. I'm in their Discord too.
What?
Is it under minor? Did I scroll past it? No.
Oh, yeah. Club creation for Ada Gods, I guess.
Oh no, let me check Twitter because I can't find it in Discord.
Derp.
Is it the one on August 12th?
I would imagine. Yeah. Yeah.
Share. Go here. This one?
Yep.
Cool.
Boom.
Emergency call for all interns. Please report to the main hangar immediately.
Cool.
That reminds me of Borderlands.
Yeah, nice little cell shading.
You're alive. That's fantastic news. I was worried that after your last job, you would be gone. For your next gig, could you gather readings for me again?
You got it, boss.
Please pick a vehicle to ensure mission success. Refill your empty blueprints to note your findings on the mission. Attention all personnel. Prepare for your mission and good luck.
I do like that animation.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
That guy looks like he could be in Fortnite.
Yeah.
That was a cool trailer.
And he says, Wiley says, Derp Dave is on Clay's After Dark tonight.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
So yeah, that
Hell
should
yeah.
be pretty cool.
Hell yeah. They're coming along, dude. Now, if only we could get Clay's on the same boat. Right? Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing with that new mint?
Probably continuing the like metaverse play. I mean, it's got to be expensive, right? You know, all the stuff that they're doing.
I would imagine. I don't know. They just got to actually find a way to make the game fun. Or like a reason to play it. But how do you do that?
I think like, I don't know. For me, it's like come out with something. Clay's got like a sponsor. Yeah.
A sponsor is nice, but you still need people to continue to come in. Like, who did they sponsor with? Like, what is it going to help with, you know?
Just payments.
Right. Like, that's kind of what I worry about is like, if it's just payments, then it doesn't really change anything. But if you sponsor, like you saw with Snoop Dogg, Good Charlotte, you really get a lot of momentum. And they didn't even really do, you know, that much.
Yeah.
They kind of let them use their assets. They created a song, but like, let's be real. By the time people heard the song, the hype was already completely gone or like on its way out, I'll say.
Yeah.
Like by the time people minted and listened to each song, like that was it. That sponsored high-level NFT projects. That's cool. Not trying to be pessimistic. It's just we've all been here for such a long time, and to get the hype back is going to take a lot of effort, I think.
Well, I think they should just have like a demo almost. You know?
Clay?
Yeah.
Well, they might not be ready for a demo. The other thing you don't want to do is have everybody be able to download something and have it be so bare bones that you're just like not thrilled about it at all. So like Pavia was really cool when we got to test out Pavia, rest in peace. But at least they had like a really cool world. Like the running wasn't super smooth. The music was though. It didn't like have audio glitches. There was at least like a few different places with like lighting and shading that like made the game look good. It did lag a little bit though, but like they had something to show, and it took forever for them to do that. But if I were to just kind of, what was one of the examples I had? I think it was with the Quick Cafe. When I got to like test that out, it was just, it's like, dude, I can jump up and down in like a small square, and then there's like a big building that I can't even go inside, and that's about it. The other assets are like random assets that you threw in from like Star Wars and other stuff. Like it was just, I don't know. It left me like super not wanting the project at all.
It was like thrown together.
Yeah, and then it minted out and did really well, but then afterwards it kind of fell.
But I think if like you open up a demo, right, and they give you, let's say you can buy stuff with Clay, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the start. And so it's a one-time deal. You only get they run the demo for like 2 weeks or so, or a week or something, right? And then they say, well, you can only get these particular like NFTs or whatever during this week of demo, and it'll show like like eventually when the full game comes out, you'll be able to show off like, hey, I was there day one or like whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can do like a little bit of achievements, but make it like an old school like demo where, you know, you might be by yourself, but then like you have to maybe kill something, or they teach you how to customize your clay, right? So it makes you want to buy something from their marketplace, like whatever it may be, right? You know, and then let anybody get in, right? And they just have this base clay, and if they want to buy it or whatever, then they can have direct links to like the store or whatever, and then you can buy an NFT and it'll load into the game or like whatever it may be, you know.
Yeah.
But like make it to where you just do like maybe 3 little side missions that lead up to like a final boss mission, right? And then it's like, then you go on and you take down the boss, or like it ends on a cliffhanger. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm curious. Something like RuneScape, for example, it's super bare bones, especially for our day and age, right? But back in the day, it was like super revolutionary, right? It might have taken up a lot of resources, taken a while to develop, but I feel like you could easily make a very small worlded RuneScape with like your own ecosystem, your own items, have it be random chance drops, like you can go around and do stuff and collect items, and just kind of like slowly build on something like that, like something similar like that. Like it doesn't need to be amazing graphics. It doesn't need to be like super shaded and like all that type of stuff. But if I can go out there and like see something that I can kill, and then it gets slowly expanded over time,
Right.
I don't know. People would go out there and they would grind. They might kill the level 2 monsters like in South Park over and over and over again to get to max character. Like who knows?
Been killing warhogs in the forest. Level 1 warhogs in the forest.
And to me, that's way more interesting. Like, no disrespect to Dirtbirds, but it's like way more interesting than just being like, hey, I want this character to go out and do a mission and I'll come back in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah, it's like AFK stuff. What's up, Andrew?
what's going on, Andrew?
But like,
because to me, that's not a game.
It's a gamified sort of experience, I guess you would say.
Right. Like the game in and of itself, it's a very dumbed down game. Like ultimately, if you kill the monster, you have a 5% chance of it dropping. It doesn't drop. You kill the monster again, right? Like instead of actually killing the monster, instead you're like clicking there and you're just waiting for the random chance to happen. And then it happens. And then you click and you like wait again. Or in this case, I don't even think it's randomized. I think you know exactly what material you're going to get.
Well, I think if they did it right, there's like a pool of rewards that you can get from doing these missions. The House of Titans have been doing this for a while.
Right. But like, okay, so if there is randomization, ultimately it's still the same thing, just like broken down, but taking away the actual actions away from it. It's just like stripping it down to its bare bones.
Right. Right.
So it's gamified. It's just, I don't know. If you want to keep people like really entertained, I feel like you got to create your whole new world, like really just make it to where you can dive in and do stuff.
Right.
Maybe
like,
that'd be something for Clay.
Like, you could explain it even to where if it's like underwhelming graphics or like whatever, it's not actually like the full game. It's just the introduction to the game. Maybe it's your actual Clay playing this game, right? To keep you busy while the world is being created or whatever. I mean, that's an idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that, you know?
Like even when RuneScape first started, though, they had those seasonal things like the firecracker or the Christmas hat, whatever, and they were nothing. They weren't worth anything. They were tradable, but the game was so small, nobody gave a fuck, right? But then the game blew up like 4 years later, 3 years later, whatever it was, and then those items in the very first were worth the most amount in the entire world. Like they were extremely expensive in that game. So that's what we are kind of all here for, is like we want to be here to support projects that we believe in, and eventually, hopefully, because we were here first, we'll be greatly rewarded. So that's how I see that working in sort of like a truly gamified situation, because you don't need a whole lot of money to make RuneScape graphics, but you don't see RuneScape having a problem of people playing their game. I think it's the largest MMO in the entire world. MMORPG, I'll say.
World of Warcraft.
I don't think so. I think
Really?
RuneScape beats it. I think so. I looked it up like a year ago on statistics, but yeah, and that's not counting like RuneScape 3, like the newer updated one.
We're talking
about old school
OG
RuneScape.
RuneScape.
Yeah.
Correct.
It has the highest player base. I'm like 90% sure.
I wouldn't doubt it because it's on
Yeah.
mobile as well.
That too. I was talking to my brother about that. I was like, how great it would have been if I could have played mobile RuneScape when I was a kid, like not having to be at my computer. Like I could have actually had friends and like gone out and grinded stuff.
Yeah.
It would have been fantastic.
I just think there's plenty of opportunity out there. And that's what I was telling people is like, dude, come out with something, but make it basic.
Right. And
You know what I mean?
At what Clay is already built, all they have to do is like put in a formula for some random drops and some monsters that don't even look that great. And boom, they're already halfway there.
Yeah, it's just people want to be able to experience something. You know, they want some sort of proof of life or whatever. So if you release something like, dude, make a fucking RuneScape game, dude.
You could even scrap it like 6 months in and be like, sorry, that was just for fun. That was just a test. Like, who cares? You'll still have people grinding it. Like, just don't promise anything and you can do whatever.
Like, I got scammed on this mobile game and I connected like my wallet to it and everything like that. And that was fine. How they were scamming people was like, I would play this game on my phone and it was like this game where I would take on monsters in the city. And then once I defeated them, I could own that monster and start playing with that monster.
Kind of like Pokemon?
Kind of, like in a battle. So I would do that. And then, you know, something would come up and it'd be like, oh, do you want to purchase this monster for, you know, I think it was like 35 ADA. And I was like, sure. So I bought it. And this was on my cell phone, dude. And like all of a sudden I had these monsters like in my actual wallet, you know, that are worth absolutely nothing now. I don't even think the game exists. And people were like, don't download this game. It's a scam. They're just going to take your ADA and run, which that's what they ended up doing. But still, at least I could play with something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I could have something downloaded, you know, to my wallet, these specific monsters that I beat. You know what I'm saying?
They had a cool concept to draw you in for sure. Just the execution, you know, was never planned to actually be there. They just wanted to steal from you. Yeah, but Wiley's saying NFTs don't need to be immersive, just constant reasons to post on socials. Like, that's fine. And I agree with you. I'm talking about Clay in particular and maybe Derp because they're doing gamified stuff, but like not necessarily Derp. I'm not really talking about them. I'm mostly talking about Clay because they're already building a metaverse. Like, they're trying to build a new experience, a new world to live inside of. Like, the people who have played RuneScape, like, they know it inside and out. They know the world, they know the people, they know the locations, how to walk there by heart, right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them. And they love it. Like, they know that experience when they jump into the game. They know exactly where they're going to go. They know like all these things, right? So you want that experience in something like Clay, but you need a reason to play it too. So like all these people in RuneScape are playing for like the 1% drop or, you know, the GP, or maybe they'll get a nice kill somewhere. And there's like a little bit of mechanics in there that make it difficult. So people get addicted to like trying to learn and get a little bit better. Like, you don't need to throw in too much. You just need to put in enough to where people can always improve and to where people are always slowly improving, even if their skills aren't. So like, if you're always attacking something and your experience is going up, then you're naturally going to get better, even if you yourself aren't actually getting better. And that way you're guaranteeing your character has some sort of progress, and people love progress. I just don't know how you would do it in something like an open metaverse. And I think that's why a lot of these aren't working. There's no reason to log in every day. There's no reason to do anything. So if you're going to build a metaverse, I personally think that it would benefit from having some reason to log in every day. And having that reason be somewhat fun. And, you know, they want to take away like loot crates and stuff like that. And I do get that because that's gambling. But if your character doesn't have to spend anything to kill these monsters other than like maybe food or health, then I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think, yeah, getting rid of the randomness of loot drops, because it's like betting essentially. People were trying to say that,
Right.
but like me as an adult, like I like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I could see how you wouldn't offer it to like some 13-year-old, but you know, I think that when dealing with NFTs and stuff like that, you know, we're like all adults, sure, and we're all gambling anyway. We own freaking NFTs, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
But so like the way I'm thinking about it though is like if you were in this theoretical to kill a monster, right? You're always rolling that dice, right? But as long as you're not spending any actual money, then essentially you're rolling the dice for free. But if you have to pay, let's say like 100 gold coins to enter the layer to kill the monster, and then when you kill it, it kicks you out of the layer. Now it's essentially a loot crate all over again,
Correct.
right? So that's where I feel like this NFT game is always trying to be played right here. Like the NFT game is always like, how do we make them spend our currency so our currency has value? And you're not trying to think about how does the game make sense and how is the game going to be fun?
Yeah.
So
Give me just a sec. I have some dumb shit exploding at work.
all good.
So
Wiley says Clay Metaverse is visually pleasing. Drops or RNG would be fun, but could they build it? I see concert events with the real Snoop Dogg being a thing. I agree with you. I think real concerts with Snoop Dogg would be really dope. I feel like that would be more difficult for them to achieve than just adding in a random character and an algorithm that drops random loot based off of a health bar. I think that would be something super simple to put in to make it work like perfectly and to have a whole ecosystem of items that build off of other items and having it be fair based on your player rate. Like all of that is so difficult to do, but you could start somewhere and it would be fun. And that's why I also throw out the idea of you could even, you know, throw out some of the items or rebalance stuff in 6 months from now if you find out, because you could just call it like alpha or beta or whatever you want to call it, because you're working out the kinks and you're just letting people play for fun. But right now there's just nothing happening. There's just nothing. Like it's got to be better than nothing. And I feel like it'd be really simple to do.
yeah,
I don't think it would take that
again,
much.
The proof of life is what people need to see. We need something to kind of be happy with, you know what I mean? And so, because I mean, you see Clays every now and then, like, you know, they're at or Lena or whatever was at Las Vegas, right? Hanging out with the girls and stuff like that. But like, you know, I think people are like, well, we want to see something happen. Like, give us weekly updates or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Might as well put on a nice chart though while we talk. I realized I just had a random Twitter feed. But
Yeah.
no, looking at a green dildo on Cardano. Kind of nice.
What a nice time to buy. Gosh
Yeah.
dang it.
Like I said, dude, after rate cuts happen, usually we do go lower. I mean, Cardano's freaking bottoming, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I like the 33 cents. You know what I'm saying?
It was at 33 for a while. So to have us miss out, like, I don't feel, even though I wanted to grab more, like, I'm not pitying myself. Like, I had plenty of time to buy.
Yeah. I mean, we had chances to buy at like 24 to 27 cents.
Well, yeah, but I just mean even like a week ago to like 2 weeks ago, it's been at like 33 cents for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we've definitely had time.
It's annoying.
I saw AVAX was doing pretty well too.
The Avalanche?
Yep. Let me check it out.
What
AVAX is in
happened
the top
late?
10, isn't it? Oh, it's top 12.
Yeah. Right below
Yeah.
Cardano.
Yeah, I guess you're bound to do good when you're freaking down 28% on the month.
Yeah. That's rough. All these charts are so rough.
I don't know. They're starting to become like somewhat more legitimate based off of ETFs and people actually buying Bitcoin and now Ethereum to a degree. But I still look at these coins and I have a hard time putting a lot of faith into them. I put in a lot of money into crypto, my guy, to have these doubts. No funds to buy, waiting for social narrative to revert from politics to cash.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
a lot of people are saying too that this time around, because rates need to come down, is because banks aren't doing well because people can't pay off their loans. So if people can't pay off their loans, they're usually either dipping into savings, about to dip into savings, have already dipped into savings, and are likely not investing as much. So that's another reason why the market might not do so well. But once rates kind of balance out, then those things should increase again, hopefully, in theory.
Yeah.
And that would be a nice time to see crypto come back. At work now, lads. All right, homie. I appreciate the conversation, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Wiley. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any money. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty tapped. I'm starting to try to save up my coffers though for the next like 6 months in case we do have that downtrend.
Yeah, it's
We'll see.
I don't know how normal people are doing it. Not that I'm not normal, but it's like
You're above normal.
I just don't spend money, unless it's like an essential.
Yeah.
And even now it's kind of like, well, we're getting spread kind of thin here,
Like this was really crazy too, being overbought and then being oversold in the course of like 2 weeks to then going right back to nearly overbought in another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That is so dumb. I feel like we have to complete this M. I thought about shorting it today.
People are losing their shit, dude.
Oh no, man. I don't see how we can be up here. There's so much. Like, I still don't understand how anybody could possibly think about voting for Kamala. But I'm seeing the polls and the news, and like maybe I think I'm just being gaslit, but it's working. I don't know how many people actually believe this, but to see that she's like winning or like close to winning the polls right now is just blowing my mind.
I feel like
the fact it's this even is insane.
What I don't understand, okay, is like no one knew her as a vice president. No one cared about her as a vice president.
It's simply hate for Trump.
Joe Biden drops, and then all of a sudden it's like, she's the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, in comparison. Yeah, I'll say that. In comparison, she's aware, I think, to some degree. So there's that.
It's just it's kind of ridiculous to me,
It's wild, dude. We're either gonna get Trump or we're gonna get our the first woman.
That's fine. Well, I mean, whatever. I don't really
I'm
care
just
man, woman, or whatever.
I don't either. It's just that's an accomplishment. It would be the first, right?
That's cool. And if she screws up, guess what?
I know.
It's going to be the last for a very long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the pressure Obama probably felt being the first black president, but
no. I mean, sure.
At least he was a guy, right? Is that what you're saying?
Like white people were voting for his ass. Like, don't even fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
I was listening to, maybe it was an ad and I was like doing something, but I heard his voice on in the background. I think it was this morning. And I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? He's actually a really good speaker. Like just listening to him speak, I was like, yeah, you know what? I like this guy.
Yeah.
That's
why he got to where he was. He was like very well spoken, he knew how to do a speech and, everything like that. He was very like even keel. He was the cool president. He could shoot a fucking jumper and
playing
like
basketball,
dap up rappers and stuff like that. Oh, okay, cool.
Brought Lil Wayne to the White House.
But he bombed so many people, dude. So much shit went down underneath the watch, and that happens with every president. Don't get me wrong. But like,
I don't know. I wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like I hear about it and I can say like killing people is wrong, of course, but I have no idea the true, severity of that situation.
I just here's the thing. I don't like being at war with
nobody
anybody.
does.
I don't like being the world police. That's not our job. That's not what I want for, my kids or whatever. We're not the world police. Let's focus on America. You know what I mean?
It'd be nice, or at least have a heavier focus on our people.
Well, we got to do something.
Yeah, for real.
I need I need these NFTs to blow up, bro.
Oh man, something's blowing up. It's not NFTs.
What's that?
I don't know. The world, Israel. Somebody's getting blown up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't think the world's going to hell in a handbasket. I feel like just everybody needs to calm down just a little bit here.
I think it sucks that we can see everything. I think that when you're in your group of people and you're happy and you find your clique of people and you always hang out with those people, and then there's like the clique on the other side of the street that like maybe you don't really mess with, but like you respect it, you leave them to their zone and they're hanging out with their people and they're happy and they're doing the same thing. That is fine. I don't need to go watch social media of how they think and how they act and all that stuff to trigger me. Like that's why I'm not hanging out with these people.
Right.
You know, but the fact that everybody can see it all the time, everybody just like loses their freaking minds. Like they shouldn't be doing that. It's like, unless it's illegal, you know, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Even
Right?
then, even if it's somewhat illegal, like that's their choice, dude.
Like, bro, I got into an argument with this lady about a Bill Burr joke. And she was like talking about how like you shouldn't laugh at other people's pains and that's like this and that and like you're this and that. And I was like, lady, nobody's being evil. Like nobody's, and I said the word rejoicing. I said nobody's rejoicing in their pain. And then like she like went on this tangent about how I used the wrong word. And I was just like, lady, whether I use the wrong word or not doesn't change the fact that like I heard a joke and laughed and you heard a joke and got mad. Like that's all this is.
What Bill Burr joke was it?
There was a lady. He was with his wife and she was watching the news, and the news was always talking about something sad. He said like somebody died or like somebody got shot.
Yeah.
And so he's like, what am I supposed to like look at the news and be like, oh my God. Oh. Yeah. Right. Like how he does.
Yeah.
And so he was like, so I couldn't sit there with my feelings because I was too immature and cry with her. So I made a joke, you know? And he was like, so I said, and it was about a beating, like some guy beat his wife.
Yeah.
And he was like, I wonder what the last thing she said was. And so she got like really, really mad. And then, so that's not even the punchline, right? Like it's kind of funny, right? Just in and of itself. But that's what she got mad about. She got mad at that part that somebody laughed at her getting like beat up. But like, that's not what we're laughing at. We're laughing at the joke that he said about the woman getting beat up. Like, anyways, plus he's a comedian. Like, what do you want him to say? Anyways. Then like her mother comes over, so his mother-in-law, and they're watching the news, and I guess the same story comes on, and he's like, I didn't say anything, but the first thing out of her mouth is, I wonder what she said. And they both blew up laughing, and she got really mad, and then it ended with him being like, what? I don't see what the big deal is. Like neither one of us beat her.
Yeah.
And
beat her?
That was how it ended. Like
classic Bill Burr shit, you know what I mean?
It was just funny. Like nobody's truly happy that woman just got beat. Nobody. But the joke was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that we need to take things like a lot less serious. Like the big serious thing is like pricing, right? Like let's get down to business. Like shit is costing way too much money. To get things manufactured, to get products in our country, it's costing too much. Yeah. You know, we're not setting the prices. You need somebody who's going to strong arm some of these people for lower prices, man. Like somebody came up with a statistic. They came out with some sort of law about price gouging. The thing about price gouging is, man, is like when you live in a free market, if people are price gouging or whatever it is, like that's a natural element of the market, right? And you have to factor a way around it, right? It's simple supply and demand. And so people like Walmart, right? People are coming down on Walmart. They're saying, oh, they did $515 billion in sales. But yet at the end of the year, only made like 2% profit for the year.
Because they're getting that 400 million stolen from them every year.
I mean, that too. But it's like, they're not price gouging, dude. Like,
yeah,
they're turning a 2% profit, which means 98 cents on every dollar is already accounted for.
So price gouging, I didn't know the exacts. That's why I looked this up. So it says right here, price gouging is unlawful for a person, contractor, or business to sell or offer to sell at a price of more than 10% greater than the price changed by that person for those goods or services immediately prior to the proclamation or declaration of an emergency or prior to the date set in the proclamation or emergency, is what I think it's going to say.
Right.
So basically you can gouge, but you can't do it when there's an emergency. And I guess how you would try to sue anybody would be probably related to COVID in the last decade, right?
Yeah.
That's probably what most people are trying to sue or claim price gouging towards.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, it's so hard to say too, though, because the actual price of the deliverables does go up during a crisis because there's less people working. So there's more demand, less supply. That would just naturally kind of take effect. It would be hard to say one way or the other. I'm sure there's records still of like what you bought it for and what you sold it for. There's still going to be records, but I don't know, man. People get away with money laundering all the time. It would not shock me.
God, Jesus Christ, this is so stupid.
Someday at work?
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude's like, I can't cover. I made plans. It's like, cancel your plans, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
We all made plans, and we've all had to cancel plans
I have
at some
plans
point.
to have today off, you
right.
know. And
So
not
I
answer
cancel
it.
my plans, or you cancel your plans.
Right.
Or we'll find somebody else, and they'll have to cancel their plans.
Right. So I don't know. I just think work is stressing me out right now. I'm having an okay time, right? I'm sure if I was making burritos, I would not be having a good time right now.
Yeah.
Because it's pizza, like I'm having a pretty decent time, but like,
yeah,
I need like a true like week off or something. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
To kind of just get away, let these little shits see what it's like without me there, and you know.
I mean, at my restaurant, we had I wasn't there, but there was a big meeting between all the managers, and 3 people quit right after the meeting. And it was the girl who I sent my schedule to. So I didn't send my schedule to anybody this week. Don't know who it's supposed to go to.
Yeah.
The manager who forcefully made me rehire the guy who I fired, he quit. And after he rehired the guy and made him work with me again, told me that he wished he didn't do that. So he's gone.
Yeah.
And that change is going to forever be there, which is fine. I have no issues with the guy. He was acting up, and now he's better. So hopefully it continues.
Yeah.
And who else quit? Another manager quit. I don't even remember. And so I was like talking to people. I was like, yo, like, why? Like, I work here. Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
Right. Like, is there some sort of issue I need to know about?
Right.
And nobody really wanted to talk to me about it. But one of the managers, I like kept prying a little bit. And he was like, well, we'll just say that there was like a large disagreement and it might not be over. And I was like, what does that mean? So I was like, you think like more people are going to quit? And he was like, it could happen. So it looks like a mass quitting is like maybe about to happen.
Yeah. It's super annoying, dude. And it never, like, when people quit, it never stresses me out. It stresses their teammates out, right? Like the people they work with.
Yeah.
It's not me. Like, I've seen this shit before, bud. I have gone through this. I don't know how many times. You know, this is nothing new to me. But
just
like
the temporary filling the slots, right? Like,
yeah,
it's just a little stressful until you find people, or a lot stressful depending on how many quit.
Yeah. But like these people, these teenagers especially, are pissing me off.
You're working with Gen Zers, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to them, you know.
And I think the teenage group is only going to get worse for a little bit.
You think so?
I don't feel like they're truly Gen Zers yet. I feel like that maybe the early teens to like middle teens are Gen Zers. I don't know. I don't know the arrows like that, but not even all of them are that bad. I was seeing this video, and not only have I seen like videos of Gen Z people like really doing some cool shit that I really fuck with, but just like respect wise, because that's the biggest thing that concerned me when I saw like my brother growing up and like, you know, people under him. Is I just felt like there was zero respect for anybody, and that really kind of like worried me. But as I'm growing up, like I'm seeing that these people are showing respect. Like maybe I was just seeing them, you know, how other older people would have seen me at that age, right? And so I've been starting to let that go. But there was this video anyways that was about Gen Z. There's companies, and some companies specifically say they won't hire Gen Z. And there's like this girl who just got her degree, and you know, her boss told her that, or her employer that she wanted to get hired for told her that. And she got like really upset. And I was like, dude, that would be so frustrating to be labeled under an entire era and not be able to get a job. And I was like, that must be so freaking frustrating. But at the same time, I mean, I'm sure you deal with a lot of vente drinking, you know, like I'm on my break type people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Like, is that what you're dealing with?
Yeah. And it's just like, would love to, but I stayed home sick. Jesus Christ.
Everybody's got something, bro. If they can't find it, do you have to go in?
No, I'm not going in tonight.
Oh, damn.
There's no way. That I thought it was a...
Well, is there anything that you're looking forward to in crypto coming up?
No, I've kind of like laid my bed. Now I have to fucking sleep in it. You know,
Yeah, I personally would sell a little bit of those Eight of Gods, but I don't know. Maybe you could be right.
Now it's too low. You know?
It's fair value. If you were to sell all of them and some of them for a little higher, you'd make a little profit. Like if you dumped all the base ones for like 25 and then sold like a few for 100 to 200, you'd be fine.
Yeah, but then I'm okay. So when I sell it for 25, I'm only making 20.
Right. So you'd lose.
So I'd lose.
You'd lose a little bit, and then you'd make it back on the hundreds.
Not really. I mean, it's a wash.
Basically. But you're making that decision now. Like, do I wash right now or do I lose?
I don't want to wash.
Nobody wants to wash. But it's better than losing. I don't know. That's the decision you have to make, though, right? Or even just cutting it in half. Just sell a few. Because you got 52. Selling 2 is not nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to check out where the derp apes were at. 238. So from yesterday, 219 to now 238. Went up 13 to 18 ADA. Not too crazy. What do I got a notification for? Nothing. Any good meme coins coming out? Snack is still slowly going lower.
Go back. This dude's like the person that was supposed to cover his shift, right? Can't work 6 days in a row. It's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah, here in Indiana it is.
Oh, okay.
Like
I'm almost
people
positive
can,
I've done that.
not underage kids.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I told the person, I was like, this is why you need to clear the shit with me before you start making, agreements and shit like that without involving me on shifts, because you can't work 6 days in a row. Like it's just,
damn,
it's illegal. I can show you in the handbook where it's illegal.
I never thought about that. I didn't know. Well, because I don't really work with minors or, under 17, under 18.
Snap him.
Hold on. So what took the 10th spot? Tron. thought Tron. Oh, it was Ton that was above it before.
Oh, the Ton Network, yeah.
Man, 11th spot though.
That's us.
Not 11th, bro. Not 11th.
He deleted Snapchat. What kind of teen deletes Snapchat?
Somebody who had nudes on there, bro.
Smart people.
Yeah. Dude, that's all people use Snapchat for.
Can I share this? Share info.
I think I'm good, homie. I think I'm good for the day.
Yeah, I only had like a little bit because I got to go pick up my freaking daughter anyway.
All good. Appreciate y'all for watching. Whoever's left in the chat. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. Here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. All that good stuff. Clean, you got anything to say to these beautiful people?
NFTs are not the vibe.
Go buy Ada Gods. Pump my bag.
Pump my bags, bro. Oh shit. But
All
yeah,
right, y'all.
no. I mean, brace yourselves. It's gonna be kind of dumb, you know.
Yep. Get ready for rate cuts.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.